Well, hello, hello, hello. It has been a very long time since I've been live, but I'm happy to be here with you today. I'm Cheryl Abernathy. I'm the owner of Elegant Sentiments, and this is Elegant Sentiments Weekly Card Share number 51. I've been away for several weeks. Unfortunately, my mother was ill and she has passed since the last time I was live. But I'm here and I'm delighted to be here. And I thank you if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. I really appreciate that you stopped by. So today we're going to be sharing products from Lisa Horton's Essential Holiday Collection by Spellbinders. And so we're going to be doing some hot foiling. I've got the, I think this is pewter, satin pewter foil that I'm using. And for embellishments, we've got some Spellbinders Crystal Mix gems. And then from Lisa's line, we have the Essential Tag accessories, and we're going to be using this particular press plate, this teeny little press plate here. We're going to use that for our project. And then from the Holiday Backgrounds panel, we've got these four press plates. They're four individual press plates, and we're going to be using this star. And then the Festive Circle Sentiments press plate and die set. And this is really nice because you can press or foil 6 sentiments at one time with the dies, and then there's some background dies for those as well if you want that. So these are the products from the Spellbinders Essential Holiday Collection by Lisa Horton. And then I'm going to be using her Nested Essential Stitched Rectangles on today's project. So those are the core products. Let me move these out of the way. And I'm going to bring in my hot foil system because we're going to be doing some hot foiling today. And then the project. So this is the card. As you can see, I foiled it using that satin pewter foil and the elements that I shared. And I've got some, this is satin foil that I bought. I think I got this off of Amazon. It's I can't remember who makes it, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll let you know. I'll dig it out and find out. But this is the project that we're going to do for today. So I'll put this aside for now. And we'll go ahead and start. The first thing that I want to do is foil. Move this over just a little bit till I get things ready. I've done a little bit of prep. I did go ahead and foil and die cut my sentiment, so that's done already. And then I've got a piece of white cardstock. This is 3 3/4 by 5 that we're going to use to create our panel. And then I've die cut my foil background piece. And then I have an A2 size card that's ready to go. So the other thing that I did was I went ahead and cut some pieces of foil for the project. And I'll just lay these out here because we'll foil the corners and then we'll foil the center. So that's the way we're going to progress. So let me get my press plate. And the nice thing about these press plates, you can use Better Press and they foil beautifully. So you get double value because you can use them 2 different ways, which is always nice. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to do is, oh, hi, Debbie. How are you? It's good. I'm so happy to be back. I'm telling you, I missed you too. Thank you for stopping by. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put this foil or press plate down and I'm going to create a little hinge because that's it's the easiest way I could figure out to foil this. So I just want to kind of line that up with the corner of my cardstock and then put some tape over it. And now this has a little hinge. And when you are foiling, you always want the shiny side to face the press plate. So now, if I can pick it up with my fingers. Okay, where's my little pokey tool? I'm gonna need my little pokey tool. There we go. And so you just want to make sure that this foil is all the way up against the edge, because you got your press plate all the way to the edge, and then let that hinge fall over, and it looks like it's straight. Yes. And so we're going to turn my machine back on. And then you put the back of your press plate down. So it's not going to take very long for this platform to get ready. So I'll go ahead and put that down. And so we're going to press both sides, foil both sides with this same die. So we'll do one side, then we'll do the other side, and then I lost mine. There we go. Yes, you can use the press plate for foiling, and they really foil very nicely. It's double, like I said, it's double value using the foil. And so as soon as that platform gets ready, we'll go ahead and run it through. I've got my Platinum 6 over here in the corner, and it'll take it a couple minutes. But I did want to share some of the other products that are in this set. Oh, I want to show you this too. So this is what these sentiments look like when they're foiled as one, and then you take the die and cut them. And as you can see, I've done several ahead of time already. Okay, so our platform is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that timer. And as soon as that timer turns solid, we will be ready to do to foil. So I've done some gold and blush. I like to do, when I'm foiling, I just do a bunch of them at once. And then that way I have them already ready when I'm ready to go. And the other thing that I wanted to show you were a few more of the products that are in her holiday collection. This is the nested tree frame, and it's really nice. You've got several dies. It's kind of hard to see all of the pieces. It's probably easier. You can see I've done some die cutting, and my extra little pieces, I keep them all in the same envelope so I don't lose them. But those are all, you get these nice frames, and then the small trees, and the ornaments for the tree. It's really nice. And the little star back there. So it's beautiful. And then you get snow if you want a snow-capped tree. So that's one of the sets, and this is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and then I'm going to bring in the foiling plates. This is a heat resistant. You want the green one to be facing the hot plate because it is heat resistant, and then the other plate goes on top of that, and that's what the sandwich looks like. And then you just run it through your die cutting machine. So that's what I'm doing off camera right now. And then I'll bring this back in, and we can see what we've got. Okay, move that out of the way. And this plate is very hot, so you want to be careful. And then you just lift that up. I'm going to pull this off first. And then, so that's one corner done. Pretty foiling. And then we'll do the other side. And we do the same thing as we were doing before. We'll just put that right up to the edge of our cardstock. Again, this is 3 3/4 by 5, this piece of paper that I'm using. But you can use whatever size you want. Actually, it doesn't have to be just this size, but this is what I did. And then again, we're going to take another piece of foil and put that so that the shiny side, I'm going to, yeah, this will be okay, I think. Nah, I want that straight side towards the top. So we're going to put this foil again so that the shiny foil side is facing the decorative part of the plate, decorative side of the plate, and push that all the way up there. And the platform is ready. Uh-oh. My tape slid a little bit here. So I'm going to get that back in line. Okay, there we go. And then we'll flip that over and we'll hit our timer and let that do its thing. And while that is running through its cycle, I'll finish showing you the other products that are part of the Nested Essential Holiday Collection, or the Essential Holiday Collection by Lisa Horton. So we've got these festive ornaments. These are really cute. I've got a few little samples that I've done, and I'll share those at the end of our time today. And then the essentials tags. These are really cute. You can make great little gift tags. You can use these as tags by themselves or on your actual cards, and then this set. So there's a lot of really great products in that collection. So if you're looking for a fast and easy set of products to use for your holiday cards, that is one that would be great to have on your list. So we just gotta, there we go, the timer is ready. So I'll go ahead and pull that out. Do the same thing, put our plates on, and then run it through our die cut. This glimmer machine is, I'm just in love with it. It makes such beautiful projects. I love anything, I love shiny things. And so this is just perfect for me. Let me see, I want to go ahead and put this over here. Oops. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't mess things up here. I dropped my card. Let's see what damage I did. Okay, so we'll take that off. And oh, so we did okay. So that's not too bad. So you want to take that off. And then the next thing we want to do is put our stars in the middle. So I'll pull out the plate with the stars from the holiday background plate. And look at that one. I'm glad you like shiny too. It is, and this, we're going to do this the same, pretty much the same way that we did the other one. We're going to create a hinge for it. So we're going to put this down flat, and then I think I'm going to go this way and then flip it up. Of course, I want to make sure, let me bend that over, and I want to make sure that's straight. Looks like it might be a little off. I think that's good right there. Okay, so then we'll flip that up because we've created our little hinge, and then we want to put this shiny side up underneath that plate. Okay, there we go. And there you go. And so we'll flip that over so that the back is down, and we'll push our timer again. And when that is ready, we'll be ready to run it through. This set is, it's very versatile. It's a nice collection. There's so many different things you can do with it. On Lisa Horton Crafts Facebook group, there are a ton of samples of just some fabulous cards that Lisa's design team has done. And so they're just remarkable artists. So we're letting this warm up. As soon as that timer goes off, we'll be ready to run that through, and I'll go ahead and pull out the die that we're going to use to cut that once we're done with the stars. And it's the second largest rectangle. The largest rectangle cut the foil background for this card. So our timer is ready. So I'll go ahead and add the plates. And again, that green plate goes down. And we'll put this on top. And this will be our last bit of foiling for today. Running this through my die cut machine off the camera. And we'll go ahead and we'll pop this back in there. Move these off. And I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here so I can move my foiling system out of the way. So here we go. I'm going to leave this on the plate and put that down, and I'll move this out of the way because we're done with that. And then we'll do the reveal. And there we have our stars in the center of our panel, just like we wanted. So now what we'll do is take our die and create our panel. We'll get, and you want to make sure, especially when you're doing foiling, that you use a tape that's really low tack, because you don't want the adhesive from your tape to pull up. Of course, I'm putting it on the white part, but if you ever have to get near a foiled part, the low tape, if your tape isn't really low tack, it will pull up some of that foil, so you don't want that. So I'm putting my die cut plates in my machine now, and I'm going to go ahead and die cut this panel, and we will be ready to assemble. Run this through. There we go. Okay. Pull that off. And I'll push this back out of my way. Okay. So here we go. So we'll take that tape off very gently. There's nothing worse than getting this to this part of a project and then tear it up because you've got tape that's too tacky. So there we go. So we've got that panel, and I wanted just a teeny bit of color in this panel. So what I did, I took an ink. I can put this over here so you can see it now. I just took, this is a Stampin' Up's, one of their Stampin' Blends markers. These are really, really great markers. And I made the berries green instead of red, because red wouldn't look so good with my satin pewter foil. And this bronzy color would look fine with the satin probably, but not so great with the background. And I just, everywhere there's a berry, I just put a little bit of green. Really quick and easy. And you can do this. I'll show you a couple of other very same card, just different colors, and the different looks that you can get using that. So that's all the coloring that there is to this one. And now we just go ahead and put the background foil down. I'm using just some tape runner to do that. And then we'll add the other two panels and a little bit of embellishment. And this card will be done. Really easy. I like easy. There we go. And then burnish that back. Make sure we got some complete contact across everything. And flip that over. And I'm going to use glue for the back. Because I like having that extra little bit of mobility, being able to move it around just a little bit, just in case. Okay. And then of course you could mount this higher if you wanted it up a little bit. Let's see. Oops, nope, that's not straight. There, that looks pretty straight to me. I think that's pretty straight. And then for the back, now you have a couple options. One of the things you could do, you could with this set, there are actual dies. These 3 dies will create a shadow for this sentiment if you wanted. But I decided I wanted to go with just some metallic thread. So I have some DMC thread. This one is number G168, and it matches the color of the satin pewter foil perfectly. So I just use that and just make a few rounds around my finger and trim it, and there's all different ways to get this on, but I just put kind of eyeball what I think is the center, and then just open that up and just let it kind of go where it wants to go on its own. And then you may need to help it a little bit, like this little piece. I want you to circle around the other way. Let's see. Yeah. And then we just have that down, just kind of a little messy little blob there. But it's the look that I was going for. And then on the back, I'm going to use some foam squares or dimensionals, whatever you have, to pop it up just a little bit. And I always overdo it with the foam, but you don't have to use as many as I do. But I just like making sure, because some of the time I will mail these, and I want to at least make sure there's enough to keep it from completely buckling in the mail. Okay. And then we'll just stick this down in the center. I'll make sure I get it right and straight. And then once it's where you think you want it, push it down. And then the very last thing we'll do for this one is to add some gems to the little stars. And this, of course, is optional, but if I can make it more shiny, I'm going to make it more shiny. That's just what I do. Okay, let's see here. This is always fun getting these things out because I got 2 sheets in here instead of 1. So I want to use up the last bit of, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Okay, well, maybe we won't need it. Let's see. So I'm going to use these. There's 2 different colors on this crystal mix. And so I want to use the ones up here that are a little more cloudy. And I want the teeniest ones that are there. A little something on there. And then I'll just put one on each of the little stars. And like I said, this is optional, but it's really cute when you can see it in person. The little stars, or the little gems in the middle of the stars, are just a little extra touch that I think make it nice. But so where are you? I've started some of my holiday card making. I'm woefully behind where I'd like to be this time of year because for years I was the week of Christmas actually still making Christmas cards. And I told myself I was going to do better, and I have been. And so I just got to pick up a little bit of steam here in the next few weeks. Have you started any Christmas card making yet, Debbie? Okay, let's see. I am definitely going to need that other one. So we got to pull this out of the packaging against its will. Well, you know what? This is the last of these anyway, so I can take that a little bit. And oh, okay, you do quilting. Nice. Do you make them as gifts, or these are just projects that you're working on for yourself? Your quilts. That's a talent for sure. Okay, let's see. I'm missing one over here. Okay, so I think I got them all. And I did. So that is the project. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way, and then I'll show you a couple of other exact same design. Now, what's really nice about this design and these products is you can mix and match and have it look however you want, because those panels actually have, as I showed you, they've got 4 different patterns. So if you don't like the stars, if you want snowflakes or dots or stars, you can do that. But I kept the exact same pattern, and I did one in the traditional Christmas colors. And then I did one in non-traditional, and I love a black and white card. And this I think is really pretty, just because it's different. And then another card. Now this is actually going to be on my blog tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it live, but this is another card that I use using those same set of products. And then I had an embossing folder that I used to create the backdrop for that instead of paper. So lots of different things that you can do with this set. I thank you so much for stopping by, and I love that you are here. I appreciate it so much. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and I will be out on my blog tomorrow, and I hope to see you again next Thursday. So be sure to have a fantastic week, and remember to live graciously, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.